Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my favorite reads for summer. So for starters, I'm going to start out with biblical fiction summer recommendations, move into historical fiction summer recommendations, and close out with contemporary fiction recommendations. All of these are going to be Christian fiction. All of these things are, for the most part, clean reads, but if you want to go ahead and do your own research, I totally support that, and I think that that is a very wise choice if you're going to make, if you have certain content guidelines that you want to make sure that the books follow. I am all about those summer vibes right now. I am soaking up the sun, getting outside, enjoying life, so I thought I would share with you guys some books that might fit that mood or be fun for you guys to pick up this summer when you're on your vacations. Without further ado, let us begin. So the first two books that I'm going to recommend to you are Return to Me and Gods and Kings by Lynn Austen. These are two starts to a amazing series. There are two separate series. This one is the start to the Chronicles of the Kings series, and this one is the start to the Restoration Chronicles. The Restoration Chronicles are a 3-book trilogy, and Chronicles of the King are a 5-book series. Both of these are incredible books. This one was a very quick read for me. I read it in like a day. I have yet to finish the series, but oh my word, this book is mind-blowing. This book, on the other hand, is a part of one of my favorite biblical fiction book series of all time. And the reason that I'm recommending these books to you is because summer is the perfect time to binge read. You have so much time off of school. If you're in school, you can go on vacation, which means you have the perfect opportunity to buy a bunch of books and sit there and read them all at once. And I would definitely recommend that you do that with these two series. And I think that it's fun to pick up a series in the summertime because then you can read that whole series throughout the summer. And I tend to think that when you read a series, you associate that time of life with that book series that you read. For instance, whenever I think about my freshman year of high school, I heavily associate it with the Hunger Games trilogy because I read those and obsessed over them for my freshman year of high school. So perhaps for you, the summer of 2019 could be the summer of the Restoration Chronicles. Again, these are just very inspiring books, very enjoyable reads, and books that I think would be fun for you to start in the summer because then you could read the entire series all at once. All right, so this next book is also a part of a series, and it's a historical fiction recommendation, and it is When Calls the Heart by Jeanette Oke. And the reason that I'm recommending this book to you is because this whole series is very light reading, in my opinion. It's very easy to read, it's very fun, it's kind of just like kicking back and watching a Hallmark movie, if you know what I mean. I mean, it is a Hallmark series now, so I guess that would make sense, Jenna. Another great thing about these books that makes them perfect for summer is they're fairly short. I mean, comparatively to Return to Me, there is kind of a big size difference there. So, you know, I think in the summer we can all tend to overestimate our reading goals. We can take like 10 books on vacation and we'll maybe read one. So I think this is a good book to bring with you on a trip because it's short, it's small, it's lightweight, and chances are, because it's so much shorter than most other books, you'll actually probably get through it. And how great would that be? Because that's another book that you can add to your Goodreads TBR or list thing, right? Do people do that? You do the whole like reading list, reading challenge thing on Goodreads. I don't know. I don't use Goodreads. I'm just trying to recommend a book to you guys, okay? Perfect for summer, not heavy, not a heavy topic at all, easy to throw in your beach bag on your way to the beach, would highly recommend. Another book that I would recommend to you guys for summer that is also a historical fiction book is More Than Meets the Eye by Karen Whittemire. I love this book. It is so fun, so entertaining, so relatable. It's also hysterically funny. All of Karen's books are. This one was the first one that I read of hers. I read it last summer, and now I very heavily associate this book with summer, so I may have a slight bias, but I really love it. I love all the scenes that take place outdoors. It just makes me want to get outside, and I think that's a perfect vibe for summer. Absolutely love this book. A beautiful, refreshing, wonderful read. Would highly recommend. The next book I have, surprise, surprise, is also a book by Karen Whittemire, and that is Head in the Clouds. This book is super fun. I would recommend it for summer because it's just super bright, sunshiny, lighthearted, fun, smile your face off kind of book. And I just love her books. They're hysterical, and I think comedy is a really great thing to have in the summer because it just makes everything better. I mean, for real. All right, another book that I'd recommend for the summer is First Impressions by Deborah White-Smith. This is a contemporary retelling of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. So if you like the classic, are a fan of the movies, have never read the classic, this is a fun way to introduce yourself to the kind of characters of Jane Austen if they lived in a contemporary setting, I guess. I enjoyed this book, however, I did not give it a 5 out of 5 stars because there was some subject matter that I felt was a little bit difficult to read about. So if you are not interested in reading about any references to drugs or pregnancy outside of marriage or intimate relationships outside of marriage, then this book wouldn't be for you. It doesn't discuss it in depth, but those characters and those kind of thematic elements do take place off screen, I guess, off camera, away from the reader's view. So for me, it was a little bit difficult to read because those things were mentioned quite frequently. And for me, that was kind of hard. I understand why it was done. It made sense for the story and a lot of people enjoyed this book. For me, that was a little bit much for me. I did enjoy reading it, but I wish someone had warned me. So I'm warning you. If that's something you don't want to read, then maybe don't read this book. Or if you're younger, then maybe wait till you're a little bit older to read this book, but still would be a fun book for summer. It's contemporary and it's Pride and Prejudice, so what more could you really want out of a summer vacation read? And the last book that I'm going to be recommending to you guys as a summer read is The Heart Between Us by Lindsay Harrell. If you guys haven't seen, I did a Books and Cooks episode featuring this book. I also posted a book review for it last year, which was a really long time ago, and I think that was one of the first book reviews that I ever actually got traffic on, so that was kind of fun, and it's a super fun memory. But this book is all about traveling across Europe with friends and sisters and romance and love. So I would highly recommend this book for summertime because it's just perfect, especially if you're going on a European vacation, because then you can take the characters with you and it'll feel like you're on a European vacation with them. All right, so these are all of my summer read recommendations. Let me know if you guys have any other recommendations that you'd like to recommend to me or books that you think are perfect for summer reading in the comment section below. I am Jenna Van Mourik, an inspired writer and an inspirational fiction reader who reads, writes, and lives for Jesus. You can find all of my social media links, handles, and information in this pop-up, or you can go and head to the description box below and get links to all of those places. I post on Instagram pretty much every single day pictures of books and what I'm doing with my life. I'm also fairly active on Facebook and Twitter, and you can go ahead and subscribe to my blog where I post new book reviews as often as I can read new books. If you like this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. If you have any questions, comments, or anything to say, please leave it in the comment section below. I would love to chat with you there. Once again, I'm Jenna Van Mourik. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!